Many others are now coming forward to expose Diddy and Will Smith for being members of a covert gay club. Thus, it appears that they have been together for a long time. Furthermore, Diddy has been exposed by his bodyguards for throwing exclusive gay parties with Will Smith. Does that imply that Diddy and Will are romantically involved? And if Will is gay, why does Jada still stay with him? Surveillance suggests that Will Smith and Diddy may be involved in more than just a friendly relationship. A few individuals have come out with suggestions that Diddy and Will may be having extramarital affairs. Let me just remind everyone that Will is married to Jada Smith before you start bringing up how long he has been married, about 25 years. We all know that Jada and her husband have a terrible marriage, no offense intended, and not really what one would call a happy marriage. They even said as much, really. We travel together and pass away together. A lifetime of bad marriage. Jada has said that she never intended to wed Will and that her mother pressured her into doing so. On her wedding day, Jada sobbed, "Though I truly didn't want to get married. Gammy's tears convinced us to be married."
I really didn't want to get married, but...
We only got married because Gammy was crying.
Well, Gammy, this is what happened. It was almost as if Gammy was like, you have to get married. So let's talk about the wedding. It was almost like that. And
she completely just was like, that's not a reality where you're not married.
I was under so much pressure, you know, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do. But I just knew, I was like, I never wanted to be married.
Will and Jada's relationship has been so bizarre that they may have led some to believe that their marriage is only a facade for their extramarital affairs. Like that entanglement drama, we all know it. Not to mention that Jada only consented to marry Will after Tupac, her true love, was dead. Therefore, that sort of explains why they are determined to stay in their horrible marriage for the rest of their lives. It was a marriage of convenience for them. And then there's Will's peculiar behavior with his kid Jaden. He gives Jaden a hard peck on the lips for unknown reasons, even though it's clear that Jaden finds it unpleasant. And this sparks additional discussions about Will's fruity side. It's dishonest to do that.
Jaden, come on.
Are you okay? Oh my God, this is ridiculous. Dude, come on.
Since a few professionals in the field have come forward to reveal Will's homosexuality. One of the first persons to come out was Alexis Arquette, who said that Jada came out as homosexual and that her husband, who has a beard, acknowledged that their first marriage failed because she caught him taking care of his sugar daddy, Benny Medina. In addition, despite their mutual insistence that they were only friends, Will and Dwayne Martin were thought to be having a covert romance. You remember who made the suggestion that Will and Dwayne were in a situationship? Well, it was revealed that Will had supposedly paid Dwayne $2 million to keep their relationship a secret. The ex-wife of Dwayne Campbell. In the unlikely event that you were unaware, Will and Dwayne took multiple excursions together, visiting places like Sin City, Las Vegas, Miami, and even a private cruise in Trinidad. No matter how hard someone tries to hide the truth, it always comes out in the end, according to a photograph that Tisha posted on Instagram. Additionally, fans claimed that the post was likely about the relationship, and you're correct. She revealed it when she typed the name Will in caps, and in the comments, they'll continue to lie. The true secret is for people to cease believing them. Not only that, but Trisha Paytas also made some unsettling claims regarding Will, claiming that he coerced some of her male dancers into performing the Vanessa dance with him. You know, when the men in your dance company didn't want to, don't worry about your **ing spouse **ing them. Why don't we discuss that? Jaguar Wright has also commented on the subject a few times, and she revealed Will to be nothing more than a creep, and young men have run screaming from their house, fleeing from them and their mentoring. Sheer Gray, Meek Mills, stormed out of that residence.
Young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Sheer Gray. left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
But there are also reports that Will Smith is in a situationship or club with none other than Diddy. Will and Diddy have been close friends for a very long time, and it appears that their relationship may have involved more than just brotherly affection. Diddy is one of the celebrities who has endured an absurd quantity of LGBT rumors throughout the course of his career. You have to believe me when I tell you that Diddy DL stories have been around for years. In the 1990s, Wendy Williams was the first to expose Diddy and Ziddy, and she was promptly dismissed from her radio talk show. Although she didn't accuse Ziddy directly of firing her, everyone thinks he was responsible. However, Wendy, being Wendy, refused to back down because she had already marginalized him. Similar to when she said he was hiding his sexual orientation by having a large number of children. You know, hip-hop with plenty of children to demonstrate his manhood, or hip-hop with skirts. She also discussed the criticism she faced after outing Diddy. Once upon a time, there was a radio personality. Wendy Williams went by that moniker, and she was essentially set ablaze for speaking about such, even though she was among the first to discuss it. 50 Cent has also made fun of Diddy, so she wasn't the only one. On Instagram, he confronted Diddy and said, "Sorry, I can't help you guys anymore. You'll all be gay and content soon." Now Puff Daddy is left in charge of all of you. Go to the rainbow that is closest to you. Don't forget Diddy's former partner, Casey. Well, in retaliation for Diddy's Gotta Move On song, which was written about Casey last year, her husband also made fun of Diddy for being gay. "Happy Pride to all my LBGQ friends," he declared. A nonprofit organization called Attached provides tools and assistance to those who are in the closest and need to move on. In regards to Diddy and Will's accusations of being gay, are there any parallels that you've noticed? What makes it so credible is the fact that those who have exposed them are individuals who either know them or have worked for or with them. These stories aren't merely made up by strangers on the internet to create drama. Diddy was also outed by a former bodyguard for being gay and having sex with another rapper. The bodyguard withheld the rapper's name, and for being gay. The artist warned Puff not to go up in there because there was a lot of crazy stuff going on as he and his partner ran out of the room nude. I am aware that Will is an actor, but he was also a rapper in the past. In fact, he has won 4 Grammy Awards in the rap category. We therefore kind of questioned whether the bodyguard who claimed that Diddy got weird with a rapper was referring to Will. Well, it turns out that yet another one of Diddy's former bodyguards exposed Will and Diddy. This is among the most compelling pieces of evidence regarding Will and Diddy's circumstances since, well, bodyguards are typically the ones who are closest to celebrities and have the most insider knowledge because they accompany them everywhere. Diddy was revealed by his former bodyguard to have attended and still attends homosexual parties. She previously attended a party that they went to, and he mentioned that it was strange. Tell me about that. I suppose Tupac was alluding to the Illuminati and other such things. It's as if this large homosexual man were the biblical fox. He stood 6'9". They referred to him by his 6'9" name. He was the one with the enormous old buttocks and red hair. No one was gay right now. How the hell is this happening? I don't know about the rest of you, but if something looks and behaves like a dog, it most likely is a dog. Besides, Diddy is known for his wild parties. The gay gatherings therefore make some sense. Additionally, Diddy needs to start hiring bodyguards that know when to shut up, because his previous bodyguards have been leaking details about him all over the internet. Nevertheless, with the knowledge we now possess, Will and Diddy have been the subject of increasing scrutiny, and our perspective on the situation has changed. After he slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars last year, Will experienced one of the worst nights of his life. Richard, whoa, was surprise. Whoa, that was absurd. And because everyone was staring at Will Smith and passing judgment on him, there was a lot of tension in the room. Diddy immediately entered the stage and attempted to defuse the situation by telling Will that they were family and that they would work things out amicably. Alright, Chris and Will, let's fix that at the gold party like it's family. However, we're moving on with love at the moment. Make some noise, everyone. People are discussing this because we're attempting to determine whether Diddy has a different reason for supporting Will rather than condemning his conduct as many others did. Upon combining all of these details, it appears like Diddy and Will may have been having an affair all along. The news of the gay parties has gone viral on the internet, and numerous comments have suggested that Will Smith and Diddy were attending gay parties. Will Diddy actually show up to these parties, or do you think they'll stay on the DL forever? Tell me in the comments below. Then watch this absurd drama unfold over the next indefinitely.